Good afternoon, students. In the previous classes, we done with the small examples and we completed the strings, okay, string methods and how we initialize the string, okay, and what are the methods, how we use that methods to the strings and string comparisons, okay. If you want to check with the equals or if you want to compare the values, okay. If you want to reference the memory location of that string, you can use the equals to. Okay. Now we will go with some examples. Okay, practical examples of that. Let me share my Eclipse. Now, actually, we done this all the basic operations yesterday. Okay, if you want to trim the spaces between the strings and if you want to change that whatever the string to uppercase or lowercase, or if you want to check the both the strings are equals or not. Okay, now we will start with our one small program which is known as like we will check we will give one string and we will check whether it is palindrome or not. Okay, now let me take one new class and name it as palindrome string. Okay, is it a palindrome string or not? We need to check by using the okay methods. Now let me finish this. What is actually palindrome? When you reverse in a string, it has to be same as the previous string. Okay, it has to be same as the first string. So now, see here, I give my example here. I'm taking one name. Okay, I'm taking one word here like madam. Okay, so when you reverse this madam, M-A-D-A-M, it will give you the same word as a madam. So this is known as a palindrome. Okay, to check whether whatever the string the user has entered, okay, we will ask the user to enter the string and check whether it is an palindrome or not a palindrome. Okay, now what we need to do? First, we need to take the input from the user because you need to check the string it is palindrome or not. To take the input from the user, we are daily repeating this. Okay, to take the input from the user through our console. Okay, we need to import the java dot util dot scanner. Okay, java dot util dot scanner. Now, after importing the java dot util dot scanner, we need to create an object for this. Okay, scanner sc, or you can take it as an input equals to new scanner system.in. System.in. Now we have created the object. So now first we need to ask the user to enter the string, then he will enter that string and we will take that string by the object of the scanner class and we will store it in one string variable. Okay, we will take it as string one or no, we will take it as original string. Okay, so now first before that we need to send a message system.out.print, okay, print ln of enter a string to check palindrome or not. Okay, now he will enter some string, so we need to take that string, right? So we will take that, he will enter the string, so and we will store that string in the original variable by the help of the scanner object input dot, okay, next line, because we need to take the string next line. So this is an original line. So we need to reverse that. So for that I'm taking string reverse. Okay, string reverse. Just I'm initially taking that before or storing the before we reversing the original one. I'm just taking one string. So now what we need to do here, we need to see whatever the whatever the letter he has entered, we need to reverse the particular character. Okay, particular character. So we need to go through the every character of that string. So for that, we need to take one for loop, okay, one for loop, and from integer, okay, integer I equals to. So first we are initializing the I, okay. First we are initializing the I. So whatever the original string is there, okay, original dot length, okay, whatever the length of the string, whatever the length of the string minus 1, okay, minus 1. Why here I am taking minus 1 means the index, okay, whatever the index. Second, it is original only, right? Yeah, yeah, original. Integer I equals to original dot length minus 1. So we need to come from the last. So we need to come from the last, but the string indexes, whatever the indexes are there, that will be start from 0. So if the string has 6 characters, the last index will be fifth, because when you start the indexing of a character or a string, it will start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So for that reason, I'm just minusing 1, okay, and just minusing 1 to get the correct indexing. So from the last I am coming. So till that I is become greater than or less than equal to 0. Till the 0th condition, we need to loop it this. So, so here we need to do the minus, because from we are coming from the last index. So we need to, for each loop, we need to minus the one value from the I. Okay. Now, so now what we need to do here, we need to reverse it. Okay. So that is a reverse string equals to whatever the first reverse value we have, reverse plus original, we have original, right? Original string, original dot character. Okay, yesterday I explained, right? Character at which index the character is there. So the character at will give you the whatever the character at index I. Okay, that will be result you by using this character int. So in the original string, character int I, which means the original dot length minus 1. The original dot length means if the string has 6 letters, okay, so the index I will be become 5, because we are minusing one value. So at the fifth index, whatever the fifth index, the character will be come here. Initially the reverse value is empty. So okay, now the reverse will become with some value here. Okay, so just here imagine in the original, okay, in the original I am giving some Radha. Okay, now he entered the Radha. So here the index will be start from here. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. See here we have 5 characters, but the last index of this character is a 4. So that's the reason I am minusing the original dot length minus 1. Okay. So now at the fourth index, whatever the character is there, this fourth character. So here the reverse value will be reverse equals to what, first the reverse will be empty. So the original dot character at fourth we have the A. Okay, now the reverse became a A. Reverse became a A. So after one loop, it will got minus. Okay, the I will be decremented. The I value will be decremented. See, initially it will be 4. After that, it will become the 3. Okay, now it comes here. Okay, the reverse equals to reverse. What is the reverse value here? A. Okay, the reverse value equals to A. A plus original character of character at 3. Okay, the I value is 3, right? 0, 1, 2, 3. So H. So reverse original dot character at the third index will be H. So now what? Here now the reverse will become A and H. Okay, the reverse has become A and H. And the loop of again it will decrement the value. So now it will become 2. So the I value is 2. So the reverse will be AH plus the original dot character at 2. The character at 2, what we have? We have the D. So here it will become as a D. So now the reverse became as AHD. Okay, AHD. So now it will come out of the loop and it will decrement the value and the value will become 1. Okay, the value will become num 1. So the reverse value will be AHD and the original dot character at first index will be the A. Okay, 0 and 1, right? So it will be the A. Now, so the final, okay, so the final value of the reverse will be AHDA. Okay, AHDA. Now the reverse became the AHDA and it come out of the loop and it again decrement the value. Now it will go the value to the 0. Okay, it will 0. Here it will check the condition whether I is less than or equal to 0. It is not less than 0. It is not greater than 0, but it actually equals to the 0. Okay, it satisfies the conditions. Now it will go to this. Okay, the reverse value will be AHDA plus, okay, plus what we have original dot character at 0th index. At 0th index we have R. Okay, at 0th index we have R. Now here I will enter the R. Okay, and after that what is actually became AHDAR. Okay, now we find the actual reversing of the string. Okay, now perfectly we have reversed the string. So what is actually we are doing here? We are checking whether the palindrome string, whether the entered string is palindrome or not. Okay, actually this is the original string, which is nothing but Radha. But this is the reverse string. Now we have reverse the original string. Okay, now it is stored in the reverse. Okay, now it is stored in the reverse. Reverse equals to AHDAR. Okay, now we here we need to check whether the original string and the reverse strings are equal or not, because the palindrome is nothing but the original string. When you reverse it, it has to be the same as the original. So if the both the strings are equal, then only the whichever the string you have entered, that is palindrome. Okay, now here I am taking dot equals original dot equals reverse. Okay, here why I am using equals, because the equals will check with the case sensitive also, with the case sensitive also. Now here we will print if the original, whatever the original string we have, it is equals to reverse or not. If the both are equals, then it will print it out as system dot print ln as. So now here I'm concatenating that original string, original plus is a palindrome. Okay, is a palindrome string. Now if the condition fails, if the original, whatever the thing it has, when you reverse it, it is not equals to the original thing. Okay, then we will say as original is not a palindrome. Original is not a palindrome string. Okay, we will check with the string one. Here I have taken the statically Radha, right? So I will give here also Radha itself. We'll check whether it's fine. Second. Okay, let me run this again. Application. Let me bring it out to here. Yeah, here I'm checking enter a string to check a palindrome or not. So I'm entering a Radha itself. Okay, see, Radha is not a palindrome string. Okay, Radha is not a palindrome string because the palindrome has to be equals with the reversing of that string. Okay, if you want to print it out that reverse string, you can print it here. System dot out dot print ln. No, reverse, right? Okay. Let me rerun this again. And let me give it as a Krishna. Krishna, okay. See, the original letter is a Krishna. When you reverse it, ANHSIRK, which where the both are not equals. Okay, where the both are not equal, so it giving you as a Krishna is a not a palindrome string. So you can run this and you can check it with different palindromes like. You can give it one as madam. Okay, when you click on the enter, see the madam is a palindrome. And you can check it with another one also, like the application race car. When you reverse it, it will give you the race car itself. Okay, RACECAR. Okay, these are like palindromes. Okay, you can when you when a string, like whether whatever the string you are giving, the sequence of the characters that like when you read it from forward, okay, forward to backward or backward to forward, so it has to be same. Okay, it has to be give the same. So when both the strings are equal, when the both strings are equal, then only we call it as a palindrome string. Okay, so palindromes normally checks with the case insensitive. Okay, or like madam are both considered as a palindromes itself. Now, not only the string, you can check it with the numbers also. And we will do one more examples like yesterday I said, right? We will take one string. Okay, in that particular string, how many vowels are present, and we will count how many vowels are present in that string, and we will print it out the vowel count. Okay, so now let me create one more program here. New class. Okay, and we will give the name as vowel count. Okay, vowel count, and selecting the public static void main static void main. Now, so what, same just like the previous one, we need to take the input from the user, or you can statically give the data, okay, by creating the direct direct strings, you know, right? String str equals to something like this, is this here. This is the Java programming. Okay, this is a direct way of initializing the string. Or you can take the input from the user. So to take the input from the user, you can just simply go here and import the java.util.scanner. Okay, after importing the scanner class, you need to create an object scanner. Let's see, equals to new scanner system dot in Okay, the input string. Now what you need to ask the user to enter the string to count the vowels in that particular string. Okay, so now system dot out dot println and I'm asking to enter the string to check the to count maybe to count the vowels in that. Okay, now he will enter something. Okay, so I will store that string in this here. Okay, by using the object of the scanner class sc dot line next line. Now what we need to do, we need to check each and every character of the each and every character at the particular index and we need to check with that character is equals to whether the letter with okay a e I o u, okay, whatever the index letter we are getting that letter, we need to check with the condition if character is equals to a e I o u or not. If the character is equals to any of these a I o u letters vowels, we will increase the count. Okay, so we will increase the count. So before that, I will initialize the count equals to 0 before taking the each and every character of that string and just initialization integer count equals to 0. To loop with every character, I am taking one loop, okay, for loop. Okay, in this for loop, I'm just initializing with the 0 integer I equal to 0 because I want to start it with the 0th index of that particular string. Okay, till which till the length of the string. So I is less than string till the last index of the string. So last index of the string is nothing but length. Okay, length and I plus plus. So you need to increment the value of I for each and every loop. So till it reaches the last index of that string, it will check. Okay, it will check each and every character with an AIOU and then it will increase the count for each and every character. If the character is equals to AIOU or any AIOU, so it will give. So now when he enters the string, he will enters in the capital case or uppercase or lowercase. So but here we need to convert whatever the character to the lowercase. Okay, to for the better like validations. Okay, for better validations. Now here I am taking character, okay, character ch. I'm just taking the character ch. So character ch, what we need to do, what we have the character dot to the lowercase So here we need to give the character. Okay, here we need to give the character. So where we need to get that character from this string. Okay, from the string at the particular index. So to get the character in particular index, we use the character at the method. So here I am giving str string in that string character. Okay, character at I means which means 0th index. That character has to be converted into the lowercase and it will be stored in the ch. Okay, now see simple. Now just I will remove this. Okay, what I'm doing here is I am extracting the character from the string, which is nothing but str dot character at the index. Okay, at the I index, at the 0th index, whatever the character we have, that I am extracting. So if the letter is capital letter or small letter, but we need to convert that character into the lowercase. So for that reason, okay, I am using the character, okay, dot to lowercase, okay, and I'm storing that lowercase. I want to convert whichever the character is placed in the 0th index, that has to be converted into the lower case. Okay, now whatever the character we are retrieving from that string was stored in this ch variable and in the lower case. Okay, now we need to check whatever the character is there in the ch, it is equal to a, e, I, o, u or not. Okay, if if the character is equals to a, I, o, u, any of this letter, so we need to increase the count. Whatever the count we have, okay, we need to increase the count. So now here I am taking one if statement, and I'm comparing the characters ch equals to with a, and we have or, right? Okay, or we have ch equals to e, or ch equals to I, or we have ch equals to o equals to o u. And here we are checking for an each and every letter. We are checking with A, we are checking with E, I, O, U. Okay, whatever the character is present in the CH, it has to be, if it is equals to all these letters. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to count that value. If the character is not equals to any of this, so just leave it, because here the main agenda of our program is to count the vowels in the particular string. Count the vowels in that particular string. Okay, so it will iterate. Okay, it will iterate for each and every character till the string length dot get increased to 0. So I is less than string length. Okay, now after completing the loop, okay, after completing after this loop, we need to print it out how many vowels are present in that. Okay, system dot out dot println of, okay, vowel count plus whatever the count it has stored, by increasing that values when you will checking with the character, okay, that will be printed out in the console. Okay, just understand. See, example, take it this thing as a user has entered. Okay, enter. So at here, what we are initializing I equal to 0, and if I is less than string length or not. Okay, 0 is obviously less than the particular string. Okay, now it will enter into this loop. Now it will check, it will extract the character at a character at 0. Character at 0, what we have? We have the E. Okay, just assume here. Okay, we have E. So we are converting that character into the lowercase. So now this capital letter is become to the small e. Now here we are checking whether that character ch is equal to a or e. Okay, now this character is equals to e. So now here the count value will be increased. Okay, now whatever the count we have initially, we have 0. Now it will become the 1. Okay, now it will become the 1. Now then it will come out of the loop and it will increment the value. Now I will become 1. Okay, because we have incremented the I value. Now it will check the with the length of that string, it obviously less than length of that string, and it will come here and it will check with the character at first index, because I value is 1, right? So at the first index we have n character, so that character will be converted into the lowercase. Okay, and now this n will be checked. Now it will validate with this a, e, I, o, u, which is not equals to any of these characters. So it will come out of the loop and it will increment the value. Okay, now now it will not raise the count value because it is not the oval. Okay, it is not the oval, so it is not incrementing. It's just neglecting the non-oval characters. Now here it will again come and it will increment the I value. Now the I value will be 2. Okay, now at the character at the second index, what we have T. Okay, now here we have the T. So it will check with all the vowels characters which is not equal. So it will ignore and it will come out of the loop and again it will increment the value. Okay, now it is I value became 3. The character at 3, what we have 0, 1, 2, 3. The 3 value we have again E. Okay, E. Now it will check with this and we have the character E. Okay, it satisfies the condition. Again, it will increment the count value. Now the count will become the 2. Okay, so just like that. So if the character in that string is equals to A, I, O, U, so it will increment the count and the based on the count, we will display the vowel count to the user. Okay, let me run this and show you. Okay, it asking me enter the string to the count the vowels in that. So same string I will, or else I can, I will enter like this. Okay, this is the, okay, this is the Java programming class. Okay. Now, when I enter, it giving me the 9 vowels count. It giving me the 9 vowels count, which is nothing but I, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay, 7. Here we have O, 8, 9. Okay. I is 3, A is 3, 0, O, 1, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 9. We have 9 vowels. So based on that, by iterating each and every character through the loop, okay, we can count the vowels count. Okay, uh, and we have one. You can compare the login checks also, like some giving the random string names like username and random password, and you ask the user to enter the give the static data and ask the user to enter the data and check whether he has entered the same data or not. So based on that, you can give the login successful, login failed. Okay. Or else, yeah, let me do that then. Yeah, I will give you just comparing the strings. Okay, not anything new like login check and here public static void main finish. So see here first what I'm doing the program here is like string comparisons. I'm checking the string, I'm giving some static strings. Okay, so then I'm asking the user to enter the details, which is like admin or 1234 or root. Okay, I will give the dynamic data and I'm asked the user to enter the username and password. And then I compare the static data and the dynamic data with the whatever the user has given. If the both uh, username and password are equal, then I will print him as a login successful. Okay, this is a basic. So I will do it. See, just username equals to, I'm just giving a random name as an admin. Okay, and I'm taking one password pwd equals to, and here I'm taking as a root. Okay, and we need to ask the user input, right? So for that I'm taking the input java dot util dot scanner method class. Now here I'm creating one scanner object, scanner sc equals to new scanner system dot in. Okay, now we will ask the user to enter the username or password. Okay, this is an actually when he get registered, he registered with the username admin and the register password with the root. Okay, now when we want to get the login, I'm asking him to enter the username and password, whichever you have used in the registration. Now he will enter that username and password. So then we will check whether the username and password are equals to not. Okay, so then we will give the message to login successful. So just I'm taking system dot out dot println, and I'm asking the user to enter user name. Okay, I'm just asking them to enter the username. So then he will enter some username, right? So input user, whatever the user will give the input, I'm storing that by using HC object of the scanner. And next line, okay, next line. Now he enter the username. Again, I'm asking him to enter the password. Enter password. Okay, now he will enter the input password. Okay, and I'm storing that in the input password. So we have the database values, username and password, whatever he has used in the registration at the time of the registration, or I'm just giving the data, dummy data, and I'm asking the user to enter the username and password. Now whatever the input the user entered and the username, say, given statically, has to be equal or not. So if I'm using if condition, the username, what I can use name dot equals, okay, whatever the values we have equals to whatever the input user has given, input user. Okay, that is the first one, and we need to match the both input user and input pass. So we have and. So what is and? When the both the conditions are true, then only it will give you the true. So okay, in the if condition, if the condition is satisfied, then it will enter into that loop. Now PWD, whatever the PWD is saved, that has to be equal to the equals to the input password. Okay, input password. If the both are equal, if the both the strings are equal, like with the admin and the root, then we will print him. Then we will show him like system dot out dot println as login success or in successfully. Okay. If any of the input user and input password is wrong, okay, so it will give you the false condition. So in the false condition, we will print it as invalid credentials. Okay, invalid credentials. Now, invalid credentials. Okay, see, simple. I'm just taking statically some values, admin and root, and I'm asking the user to enter the username and password. If the username with admin and password is given correct, it will give me as a login successful. If not, it will give me the invalid credentials. Let me run this. See, asking me the first, I will give the correct usernames and password, admin and root. Okay, see, it showing me the login successful. What if I have given the wrong details as rather and root? See, it giving me the invalid credentials. Okay, it's giving me the invalid credentials. So this is how you can compare the strings and you can perform the login operations also. So it's about today's class. Okay, practice with some more problems. Okay, like take a particular string and count the particular character how many times it has repeated, okay, in a string, so that you can improve your like programming. Okay, and this will help in your interviews. Okay, so let me stop sharing. Okay, thanks, and I will start the tomorrow's class with the oops concept. Okay, what is actually oops, and what we have in the OOPS concept, class, object, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, okay, and some examples we will do, okay. Uh, today this practice the string programs, and we will start the OOPS concept from tomorrow. Okay, thank you, Asim.